Hi, everybody. This is Saad. Of all of the comments and messages and requests that I've received in all the years that I've been doing my public engagement and being super active on social media, the number one request that I've received is why isn't my show in podcast form? Because a lot of people don't want to necessarily watch it, visually. They don't want to be streaming it on YouTube. They just want to download it and just listen to it while they're jogging, while they're vacuuming, while they're driving somewhere. And of course, I knew that would eventually be a very important thing to do, but for all sorts of reasons, I never had time to do it. I was even, advised by many high-profile people, including, all sorts of people. I won't start mentioning names. That I needed to have a presence on podcasts beyond just the YouTube channel. So finally, this week, I blocked off some time, bought a subscription to Podbean, and then started uploading my show on in podcast form. Now, for those of you who don't know, by for example, in my case, being on Podbean, I then go through a procedure where it gets distributed to all sorts of other platforms. In some cases, you have to apply to do so. In other cases, it does it automatically. So I won't list all of them, but I'll list the main ones that I'm so far on. So in addition to Podbean, and I'll give you the link to so you could subscribe and listen to the audio show. I hope that it'll still come on YouTube to actually see the shows live. But if you just want to do an audio, so it's on Podbean, it's on Spotify, it's on Apple Podcasts and iTunes. It was great that it was quickly accepted there. On Player FM, on iHeartRadio, on Stitcher, and it is also available on the Google Podcasts app. And I think it will eventually be available on some sort of Google Play that you can access, online. And there are several other platforms that it automatically goes to. So I hope that you'll subscribe to the podcast and that you'll start downloading. It's really important to get high download numbers. On my YouTube channel, I've got close to 20 million views so far. And so if I can, now the download numbers apparently on podcasts are, 10 times higher than what they typically are on YouTube. So if I'm able to quickly generate those kinds of numbers, it'll be really great in terms of, reaching a much larger audience. And so for that, I look for your support in doing so. So please continue watching YouTube. Please go and subscribe to the podcast. Now, the next question is what's the strategy in terms of what am I uploading on my podcast? And that's a really difficult one to crack because I think the show number is 1,072 over the past almost 6 years. So there's a lot of content to upload. So the first podcast that I ever uploaded earlier this week, I think it was on maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, was maybe even Monday. I can't remember exactly when I started, a few days ago. It was my first chat that I ever held on the YouTube channel with Sarah Hayter. And then subsequently, I started uploading current podcasts, like the most recent ones that I've been uploading on my YouTube channel. But eventually what I'm going to be doing is migrating uploading all of my inventory of content on my YouTube channel also to my podcast platform. So you'll be able to listen or watch in either platform. So there you have it. So please go to the description section where I will list the links to the various the main podcast forums. But again, the hosting platform is Podbean, and I hope that you'll enjoy it. So if you're not desirous to be sitting in front of the screen watching this beautiful mug, then you can at least download it, and I could be whispering sweet nothings into your ears. There you have it, folks. Again, thank you so much for your support. I'm overwhelmed with the amount of love, support that I'm receiving. So many thanks for your continued love, and I wish you all a great weekend. Take care, everybody. Cheers.